Which Kia Sportage Hybrid should you buy? 5 trims, $10,000 apart. And Kia plays a different game than most. There are no option packages to decode. But there are 2 walls that decide everything. One for all-wheel drive, and one for a single feature. Let's climb the ladder. This is buyer analysis, not a road test. We compare verified prices, features, and packages, the facts you can check. How it drives is what your test drive is for. 5 trims. The LX starts at $30,490. The SX Prestige tops out at $40,590. Every price adds Kia's delivery fee, about $1,500. And unlike most rivals, Kia sells almost no packages. The trim is the choice. The LX, $30,490, and it's the value leader on paper. It already has adaptive cruise, parking sensors, and the best fuel economy in the lineup at 42 miles per gallon. But it's front-wheel drive only. If you want all-wheel drive, the LX simply isn't an option. That's the first wall. All-wheel drive doesn't exist on the LX at any price. The cheapest all-wheel drive Sportage is the S, $32,790. So getting all-wheel drive costs you $2,300. But it isn't just all-wheel drive. Because that $2,300 also buys the S's upgrades, heated seats, a power driver's seat, and blind spot monitoring, none of which the LX can get. So the real question isn't, do I want all-wheel drive? It's, do I want all-wheel drive plus the comfort jump? Because Kia bundles them together. Then comes the value pick. $1,000 over the S. The EX adds a power tailgate, a wireless charger, and synthetic leather seats. $1,000 for 3 features people use every day. That's the best dollar-for-dollar step on the whole ladder. For most buyers, the EX is where you stop. And here's Kia's only factory option. On the EX, $1,000 panoramic sunroof package. That's it. One package on one trim. Every other feature is decided by which trim you pick, which makes this ladder refreshingly honest compared to the package mazes elsewhere. The X-Line, at $35,690, is $1,900 over the EX. What does it add? Mainly that panoramic sunroof as standard, 19-inch wheels, roof rails, and rugged styling. If you wanted the sunroof anyway, which was a $1,000 option on the EX, the X-Line is only $900 more for the wheels and the look. Now the second wall, and it's a big one. Want a heated steering wheel? On the Sportage, it exists on exactly one trim, the top SX Prestige. To get it, you jump from the EX all the way to $40,590, $6,800 for, essentially, one feature you can't buy any other way. Of course, that $6,800 buys more than a warm rim. The SX Prestige adds seat memory, ventilated and heated rear seats, navigation, a Harman Kardon system, a head-up display, and a surround view camera. It's genuinely loaded. But if the heated wheel was your one must-have, know that it's the only door to it. One more trade to know. The front-drive LX returns 42 miles per gallon, the best in the lineup. Every all-wheel drive trim drops to around 38. So choosing all-wheel drive costs you a few miles per gallon on top of the price. In snow country, worth it. In the Sunbelt, think twice. The whole ladder on one screen. Cheapest miles, the LX, front drive. All-wheel drive on a budget, the S. Most buyers, the EX, the sweet spot. Want the sunroof and the look, the X-Line. Everything, including the only heated wheel, the SX Prestige. Your must-have feature picks your trim. What to double-check? Kia raised Sportage prices mid-year already, and its consumer site has rolled to the next model year, so confirm the exact figure and trim availability before you sign. These numbers carry their dates on screen for a reason. The spec sheet can't tell you how the 19-inch wheels ride versus the 17s, whether the synthetic leather feels right to you, road noise on the highway, rear seat space for your passengers. That's your test drive. When you've picked your trim, the rest of the ownership math, insurance, theft, depreciation, is what really separates these cars. We run the real numbers on all of it, on this channel. The numbers decide, and when they change, so do we.